everybody, it's your boy Jay Lane, and today we're going to talk about my transformation. I've gotten so many comments, it's honestly endless, of steroids, this, that, it wasn't how long you said it was, and all this other bullshit. So today I'm going to set the record straight. So let's start with this. I first started working out in 8th grade. Now, that was with football and everything. I got really big into working out and fitness my freshman year of college. I was into like bodybuilding, but really didn't quite know what I was doing. But I lost my grandfather my freshman year of college, and I stopped running track and I stopped working out. So I had built up a little bit of muscle mass. If I can find a picture, I'll put it up on the screen. I was about 164 pounds. Now, people think when they look at the transformation that day one I had never worked out before, which isn't true. I was in shape in high school. I was in shape in college, in the best shape that I had been in college. But from my freshman year up until my senior year, which is when this transformation started, I would like fake get into working out maybe for like a week or so, and then I'd fall off the wagon. I'd be lazy, not really taking care of my body, drinking a lot more, eating whatever I wanted, basically damaging my body, not being healthy. And so this October, I think it was October 30th, is when it started. It was 2 days after me and my ex-girlfriend had broken up. And I was just looking at myself in the mirror, and I was like, I'm not happy with what I see. And for all y'all that need motivation, if you get up and look in the mirror and you're not happy with what you see, then change it. Like, even now, I'm happy with what I see. I'm glad of how I look, but I want better. I know I can keep on improving. I can get bigger. But back on that. And I was like, I need to get off my behind. I saw myself falling behind. So I need to get off my behind. So I started hitting the gym. 2 days after me and my ex broke up, hit the gym. And I recommend any of y'all that are going through something, man, do not stop. Y'all got to keep it moving. Like, life is going to keep going. Everyone's going to get in slumps, man. No one's life is perfect. But if you decide to just sit there and do nothing, you're going to get left behind. Keep it moving. And fitness is a great outlet for that, for your physical health and your mental health. But I started working out, and it started 7 days. I made it a whole week. And in a couple of days those week, I'd go like twice a day. I'd be sitting around. I'd be like, I got nothing else to do. Let me go to the gym again. Like, this is helping me get through what I'm going through. And 7 days turned into 30 days. And then 30 days turned into 50. And then at 50, I was like, dude, I got to go for 100. And I ended up making it 137 days in a row going to the gym. That's Christmas. That's through Thanksgiving, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, all of it. No excuses. If I had to get up before I went to work at 8, so I had to get up at 5 to go hit the gym because the gym would only be open for an hour when I got out of work, then guess what? I'm getting up early and going to that. If I have to go to a 24-hour gym, I'm going to a 24-hour gym to make it happen. Like, no excuses, man. If it's a priority, y'all will find a way to get it done. Now, it wasn't till about, I want to say it was day 82 or so, is when I decided that I was going to step on stage, that I was going to try bodybuilding. My friend had talked me into it. I did a photo shoot at day 75. I believe it might have been like day 72. My first ever photo shoot. Kind of like a modeling photo shoot or whatever. And then a few days went on, and my buddy really talked me into it. He was like, dude, like, you're getting lean. Like, you should definitely, like, step on stage. You got the genetics for it. So I did a little research, and I got into it. I was like, you know what? At first, I was like, I don't know if I can do this. School's about to be starting. I'm about to be going to school full-time, working, and then a bodybuilding show. That takes a lot of toll on your body. But I was like, what if? What if? That what if. So you gotta tell yourself, is that what if? Like, what if I win overall in men's physique? It's my first show, and I went to school, and I was working. Like, how crazy would that be? I was like, you know what? I'm gonna challenge myself. And I committed to my first show. It was March 28th. And so I started really like locking in on the diet and started cutting down. At the time, I was about high 170s. I was about like what I weigh right now. And so I started dieting down or whatever. Had like my 100-day photo shoot. And if I can pull a picture, I'll show you the difference. I was significantly leaner. from my first photo shoot to the second. And I started doing other photo shoots, trying to really build up my social media. And I really made the switch of my Instagram to fitness. I was like, this is what I want to do with my life. I must really start pushing fitness. And so I think 137, day 137, which is like the last day of the 100-day journey of me working out at a gym. I believe that was a Monday. And the prior week, so a day 120 or something, I decided I was going to do a natural show. Because there was a show right before. Shout out to Coach Greg. Watched a shit ton of his videos. We'll go in more depth on that. But he would talk about, if you're going to do multiple shows, do them right next to each other. So you don't have to diet really hard twice. You can just knock it all in one shot. So I had another show planned the 21st. And obviously they both ended up getting canceled, but it was one with NMA, Natural Muscle Association, and I was going to go for my pro card, my natural pro card, but that obviously got canceled, which honestly is one of the worst feelings I've ever had, because I was working so hard. There was no one that outworked me. I was putting hours into the gym, 2 to 3 hours sometimes. Sometimes I do an hour of cardio, low intensity cardio, so you got to go a little bit longer. But it was just easier. I could be on my phone. I could get other shit done while doing cardio. But no one was outworking me. Not a single person. I trained harder than last time every single time. And it just got taken away. And it wasn't until I started posting on Instagram more that I got a bunch of not natural. And oh, steroids this, steroids that. Now here's things that you guys gotta remember. If I can, I'm gonna pop up a couple pictures of what I looked like before. The picture of me and the fish is not me right before I started working out. I actually think I looked a little less in shape, to be honest. I didn't feel comfortable taking my shirt off. I have a picture of me wearing a long sleeve. You can kind of see that I'm a little fatter, a little chubbier. But for some of y'all, my out of shape physique might have been some of y'all goal. I wasn't crazy fat. I was probably 17, 18% body fat, but I'd always been in shape my whole life. So for me, it was out of shape. For me, I wasn't happy with the way that I looked. And I was people are coming at me that don't even know me? I would get paragraph in a comment of talking about how it's not natural and all this other shit. And I'm are you serious right now? And mind you, I'd never got any accusations in person, none of that. If people in person saw it, they knew how big I was. I don't know if it was in pictures I looked taller or whatever. And then the other thing you gotta keep in mind is, if I'm posting transformation pictures, I'm gonna try to post the worst picture of myself and the best picture of myself. I'm not gonna post the best. They're over exaggerated. They all are. I can literally do a before and after right now. I can extend my stomach, slouch my shoulders, and then flex a little bit, get a pump, change up the lighting, and it looked like a crazy transformation. That's how social media is. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say that I wasn't doing it. But I haven't taken anything. I didn't start taking creatine until day 34 of my transformation. And that's when I tried pre-workout for the first time. At the age of 21, never taken pre-workout before, never taken creatine before. And I tried taking it, just started dabbling in the supplements. So, and it wasn't so much that they thought that I was on PEDs that really bothered me. It was that they take away from the work that I put in. Because I got sponsors with local companies. I've worked with multiple brands because they see the work that I put in. They saw how hard that I worked, how much time I put in, how dedicated I was, how much I love this, my passion for this. And it was oh, well, you just took steroids, that's why you look like that. I'd be no, that's not why I look like this. And this is not saying that I will never take PEDs, because to be honest, I'm considering it, especially as of lately. I want to be a professional bodybuilder. I'm figured out what I want to do with my life, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Obviously, my health is very important, and I want to make sure if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it the right way. So the past week or so, I've just been gathering as much research, because IFBB Pro, you're going to be on a PED. That's going to happen. You can't really avoid that. Unless you have the most insane genetics in the world, it's not going to happen. And the other thing is, I don't want to wait. Yeah, I could max out my genetic potential, but I don't want to wait that long to do all that. That takes time. and I don't want to wait around. I've waited around my whole life for everything. I want to get this. I just want to make sure I get it done right. I'm just trying to make sure that a lot of you guys out there aren't just looking at this person saying, oh, I want to look like him, and so I'm just going to inject this shit in my ass or in my arm or whatever, and you're magically going to look like it. It doesn't work like that. There's things to consider. Make sure that you truly understand the side effects, because this is real shit. And Greg, if you somehow watch this video, it'd mean the world to me if you did an Natty or not. Because part of the reason why I think my transformation was so big is I started doing a lot more research into fitness and learning as much as I could. Started watching a lot of Coach Greg videos. That's what I was watching. I was on the treadmill, learning about dieting, which helped huge. The whole flexible dieting, low calorie dense foods, all of that. Learning to train harder. Now, I always train harder than last time. I train everything to failure. So, Doc, I think I'm due for an appointment. A natty or not appointment. If y'all follow me on TikTok, y'all know I ain't make it till Greg does the natty or not. But, as always, I appreciate everyone for your support, especially if you made it to this part of the video. You are a fucking real one, and I appreciate that more than you'll ever know. As always, it's been real. It's been trill. It's your boy Jay Lane, and I'm gone.